Hello and welcome to an all-new edition of Autocar Quick News, where we bring you the roundup of all the launches, juicy news and scoops from the week gone by.
But before we begin, do remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay updated on all of our latest videos.
The all-new Honda City, which was revealed recently, is coming to India next year. But for now, Honda has also upgraded the current Gen City petrol, which is now BS6 compliant.
Now priced between Rs 9.91 lakh and Rs 14.31 lakh, the BS6 City petrol costs about Rs 15,000 more on average than the BS4 version. Interestingly, Honda has also hiked prices for the BS4 compliant City diesel, but by a marginal Rs 5,000, and confirmed the BS6 compliant City diesel will arrive closer to the April 2020 deadline. The all-new City, meanwhile, will only arrive sometime in the middle of 2020. What Honda has also introduced is a special warranty program dubbed Anytime Warranty, which allows vehicle warranty to be extended to a maximum of 10 years or 120,000 kilometers. Honda owners can opt for this warranty as long as the age of their vehicle is less than 10 years from the date the policy starts and it has covered less than 120,000 kilometers.
As is the case at every auto expo, Maruti Suzuki is all set to preview a future model, an all-new SUV, at the Auto Expo 2020 in the form of an all-electric concept.
While details on the concept are limited, we can confirm it will not be an electric version of the Espresso as is being widely speculated online. The concept will preview a future SUV from Maruti, though the final production version is unlikely to be an electric-only model. Displaying an electric SUV will help Maruti Suzuki pitch itself as a future-ready brand, especially at a time when rivals such as Tata and Mahindra are charging forward with big plans in the field of EVs.
In the past, we've told you the Renault Triber, which has registered impressive sales figures in the last few months, will get a more powerful petrol engine in the future. Now, we've got some more information on this turbo petrol engine Renault will soon introduce on its compact 7-seater.
Powering the Triber, as well as Renault's upcoming HBC compact SUV, will be an all-new Renault-Nissan developed 1-litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine. This engine will power a range of Renault and Nissan products in India from 2020 onwards. While the official power figures aren't out yet, insiders involved with the project say the engine will make close to 95 horsepower and will be sold alongside the existing 1-litre naturally aspirated petrol engine.
Now we move on to some more expensive cars. Let's start with the all-new second-generation Mercedes-Benz GLA, which made its global debut this week.
Based on the second generation of Mercedes' MFA platform, the new GLA is significantly taller than its predecessor and also features the company's slick new MBUX infotainment system. Mercedes says the new GLA has more headroom for front passengers as well as more boot space than the first-gen model. At the time of its international launch, the GLA range will include a hot AMG version, while plug-in hybrid and electric versions are planned for the future, expected to arrive in India towards the end of 2020. One of the Mercedes-Benz GLA's rivals is the Volvo XC40, which has just received a petrol engine option in India. Priced at Rs 39.9 lakh, the XC40 T4 R-Design petrol is powered by a BS6 compliant 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine, which produces 190 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque. The engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and unlike its diesel-powered counterpart, the XC40 petrol is front-wheel drive only and doesn't get an all-wheel drive system.
Up until now, engine options for the Maserati Ghibli, Quattroporte and Levante in India were quite limited. Now though, Maserati has introduced a V6 turbo petrol option as well.
Available across all three models in 2 states of tune, the 3-litre twin-turbo V6 puts out 350 horsepower and 500 Nm in standard guise, and 430 horsepower and 580 Nm of torque in the sportier S spec. Prices for the V6 petrol engine Ghibli range from Rs 1.31 to 1.44 crore, Rs 1.64 to 1.73 crore for the Quattroporte, and Rs 1.42 to 1.53 crore for the Levante SUV. Maserati has also confirmed it will launch the spiced-up Levante GTS and Levante Trofeo in India in the near future.
Coupe SUVs seem to be all the craze these days, and a new one has just arrived. It's the Porsche Cayenne Coupe, which has now been launched in India.
The Cayenne Coupe's sloping roofline makes it 43mm shorter than the standard Cayenne, but also gives it an upper hand in the style quotient department. The base coupe is powered by a 3-litre turbo petrol V6 that puts out 340 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque, while the turbo gets a 4-litre twin-turbo V8 producing 550 horsepower and 770 Nm of torque. Both engines send power to all four wheels via an 8-speed torque converter automatic. Compared to the standard Cayenne V6, the Coupe V6 costs around Rs 12 lakh more, while the Coupe Turbo costs Rs 5 lakh more than the standard Cayenne Turbo. It'll be interesting to see if buyers are willing to pay more for a more stylish looking SUV.
And on we come to the most expensive car on this week's Quick News segment. It's the Lexus LC 500h. And while it hasn't officially been launched yet, we can now tell you how much you'll have to shell out to get one.
While deliveries for the LC 500h will only begin in late March 2020, we can now confirm Lexus's gorgeous two-door will be priced at Rs 2.8 crore. Powering the LC 500h is a 3.6-litre 300 horsepower V6 petrol engine paired with an electric motor, bringing total system output up to a combined 354 horsepower. Lexus's new two-seater is more of a grand tourer than a sports car, and with its green credentials, striking looks and luxurious interiors, has the potential to attract luxury car buyers.
A number of car makers, including Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, Nissan and Datsun will hike prices across their model ranges starting January 2020, which means right now is the best time to buy a new car with a number of juicy year-end discounts on offer.
Maruti Suzuki is offering benefits of up to Rs 1.5 lakh on the Ciaz, while Mahindra is handing out benefits of up to Rs 1.75 lakh on the Marazzo. Among other notable deals are benefits of up to Rs 1 lakh on the Hyundai Creta and up to Rs 1.7 lakh on the Tata Harrier. While many of these discounts sure look tempting, do remember that these will vary depending on the region and dealer.
Attracting all the attention at this year's India Bike Week was the KTM stand. And why wouldn't it? People were there to witness the India debut of the 390 Adventure and also got a surprise in the form of the 790 Adventure. But KTM didn't come alone. It brought along its cool Swedish cousin Husqvarna, which also showed off its new 250cc motorcycles for India.
The much-awaited KTM 390 Adventure made its India debut at IBW 2019, and barring a non-adjustable fork, was largely similar to the bike revealed at EICMA in November. There was also the 790 Adventure on display, and both ADVs are set to go on sale in India in 2020. But right alongside the KTM display was the Husqvarna stand, which had the SWAT Pillion 250 and the Vitpillion 250 on display. The Vitpillion is the cafe racer styled version, while the SWAT Pillion is the scrambler. Both bikes, based on the KTM 250 Duke, made their global debut at the show and are expected to go on sale early next year at a slight premium over the 250 Duke. Husqvarna snuck in another surprise by revealing pictures and details of the 200 Duke based SWAT Pillion 200, which could become the entry point to the brand in India sometime down the road. Another motorcycle has been upgraded to meet BS6 emission norms ahead of the April 2020 deadline. This week, it's the Yamaha R15 V30, which has received an engine upgrade as well as a price hike. The switch to BS6 has brought with it a slight drop in power for the R15. While the 155cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled engine on the BS4 version produced 19.3 horsepower and 14.7 Nm, the BS6 model produces 18.6 horsepower and 14.1 Nm. Prices for the updated R15 start at Rs 1.45 lakh, which is a hike of just Rs 4,400 over the BS4 model.
And that brings us to the end of this week's Quick News segment. Do let us know what your highlight of this week was, what you think of the new Mercedes-Benz GLA, what are your expectations from Maruti's electric SUV concept, and of course what you think of this video. Like it, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you here again next week.